Zambia is a landlocked country located in southern Africa. About 60% of the working population is engaged in agriculture.
However, the majority of agriculture in Zambia relies on rain-fed farming, leading to unstable agriculture productivity due to erratic rainfall patterns and recent climate changes. To achieve stable agricultural production, irrigation development which can secure water resources is essential, and there is need for an expansion of irrigation areas in Zambia.
Therefore, since 2009, JICA has been implementing an approach focused on community-based small-scale irrigation development in the country. In this approach, farmers can engage in irrigation development through self-help efforts without relying on external support. The target area of the project is composed of 6 provinces, and they are classified into 2 groups. The first one consists of 3 provinces, namely Northern, Luapula, and Muchinga province, hereinafter referred to as the follow-up provinces. The second group consists of newly targeted 3 provinces, namely Copperbelt, Northwestern, and Central provinces, hereinafter referred to as the new target provinces. The total number of target districts of E-COBSI is 45.
For the smooth implementation of the project, JICA organized the Japanese expert team and the Ministry of Agriculture assigned counterpart personnel. These experts and counter personnel from Ministry of Agriculture formed the E-COBSI promotion unit which implemented all the project activities under E-COBSI project.
This is the overall schedule of the project. E-COBSI is composed of 3 phases and 5 cycles of the trainings.
This project employs a cascade-like mechanism of technology dissemination. By utilizing the existing extension system of the Ministry of Agriculture in Zambia, the project has been aiming to gradually disseminate the techniques and knowledge of irrigation, farming, marketing, and nutrition.
E-COBSI activities are mainly composed of 3 components: community-based smallholder irrigation, smallholder horticulture empowerment and promotion called SHEP, and nutrition improvement.
As an entry point, smallholders who rely on only rain-fed agriculture start community-based smallholder irrigation called E-COBSI.
Increase of productivity of irrigated agriculture leads to improvement of smallholders' resilience and adaptability.
Basic concept of E-COBSI is constructing simple weir and canals which enable irrigated farming during dry seasons.
This is an image of an irrigation scheme under the E-COBSI concept. Simple weir increase water level, allowing farmers to intake water and conduct gravity irrigation through canals.
A requirement for the construction of simple weir is presence of perennial river. The advantage of E-COBSI is using only locally available materials. This means that farmers can operate and maintain irrigation facilities on their own.
Farmers build a simple weir by themselves, which fosters a sense of ownership in the facility. Also, E-COBSI is simple yet very functional, so farmers can find it easy to reconstruct when washed away.
In training, E-COBSI introduces 4 types of simple weirs depending on a stream condition. Likewise, farrow is also earthen canal. Farmers use of line level to ensure proper channel slope and route. Farrows made with equipment which farmers already use for farming.
E-COBSI is gravity irrigation. Gravity irrigation is an irrigation method that uses the difference in elevation of the terrain to direct water to the beneficiary area by gravity, so that the farmers can water their crops just by opening farrows.
Before starting the dry season, CPU members conducted kick-off training and have been training officers who are standing on front line of extension activities. They gave the theory of irrigation development and practice of the simple scheme.
The simple weir is a hydraulic structure which we use to divert water to fields of our farmers. And we are saying a simple weir because it can be constructed using locally available materials, and materials like poles, grass, as well as soils, of which in our local languages we call inshinde, just lumps of soils.
Some advantage of the project has been the fact that in the construction of a simple weir, there's the use of locally available materials, which means that farmers don't need to spend anything to construct it. It's basically grass and sticks, which means this also has reduced the amount of labor that is needed to divert water from the stream itself to their gardens, because after the construction of the weir, they construct canals, and the canals go uphill and they irrigate the beds by gravity irrigation. There's also been the use of double canals, meaning from a one weir they can construct two canals, one on the left, one on the right, and farmers on both ends can use these to irrigate their crops.
Na tukwata omubele umo twaleta pirishishamo cabbage yesu. Cabbage yena isenda 4 months amenshuku abulo okuputuka. 4 months yopako watise ipwe nishina unaka. Aba E-COBSI balisa tupokolola ko kiri ekisendo. Bayishire tulango okubati 1 kwali bako simple weir. 2 kwali bako n'omusango omu akubati uwamitapirishishe flood irrigation. Chali twafwa ine ingo omulimi wako n'okuyikimpe kutwashuka. Tachafuire feine neka tu chafuire nabena muparamano nabena abalelima chafuire n'abana bandi bali abale irishanya lyonse fyo kwati awe dadi lyonse nishikula tapirisha afe awu lelo kumlando waba E-COBSI abana bali sate mwemi bombele ya bulimi.
The next step after a simple weir development has been implemented in COBSI is to upgrade it to a permanent weir. While simple weirs have the advantage of being cheap and easy to construct, it costs around $2 to $3. The amount of water that can be secured is low, which often creates challenges related to water quantity. By upgrading permanent weirs, it allows farmers to secure more water increase in the area under irrigated agriculture and agriculture production. The cost of the permanent weir is around $18,000. Upgrading from simple weirs to permanent weirs has the advantage that farmers have experience in irrigated agriculture in simple weirs, which allows them to smoothly carry out irrigated agriculture after upgrading to permanent weirs. With the guidance by government engineers, farmers can construct the permanent weir by themselves using external materials such as cement and stone. Since the farmers have mastered irrigated agriculture, maintenance, and permanent weir construction, they can maintain the permanent weirs on their own. Therefore, investment risk is minimized by going through phases. In the E-COBSI, 3 permanent weirs were constructed in new provinces: Copperbelt, Northwestern and Central provinces.
Some of the advantages of the permanent weir is that once it is constructed, it will sit there and the farmers will be using it. It will be even an inheritance for their children, even the children's children. And also, it has less or probably no maintenance. It is something very strong. Another point is that it is durable.
2019 ba JICA po baishire ne kwitupempura ikumuna kwambamba kuno kuntu kwa wama twafwa ne kwiba kwasha nekyakine betu kwashishe betu shimikira kaombe kamuyayaya twafunda mafundisho avura kyakine kine mukuzima matomato makabeji mbere kumwenamo mari akukonsha kushimikamo nenzubo nashimika karanzubo yapwa 5 room house yapwa kabizi yakwa mari mbere kutwara abana ba skuru kabizi netubirerwa mbere kupota bambuji aponzire bambuji bavura kyakine kine kampepo tu katataka nafumene kupota prao ya kubika kubangombe kupitira tu garden.
To increase agricultural incomes on the newly irrigated land resulting from the construction of weir, E-COBSI is implementing market-oriented agriculture. This is in line with one of JICA's approaches for global agendas, the SHEP approach, which has shown positive results worldwide. E-COBSI has integrated the SHEP approach into its component.
SHEP advocates a shift in farmers' perspectives, encouraging them to move away from a traditional grow and sell mindset to a more strategic grow to sell approach. By positioning agriculture as a business, SHEP empowers farmers to view their work through an entrepreneurial lens. This transformative approach not only focuses on cultivating crops, but also cultivates economic success, emphasizing E-COBSI's commitment to sustainable and profitable farming practices.
Most of these smallholder farmers are involved in horticultural crops. So as they are growing these crops, they are also taught about the SHEP approach. They are connected to the SHEP approach so that they will be able to have the market as they are growing these horticultural crops. This program has happened in most of the provinces where E-COBSI has been happening, and most of the farmers have also been given the concept of SHEP. So farmers are able to go to the market, find out about the best crop that they can grow in the market. When they come back, they now practice the E-COBSI. So it is worked out extremely very well for the farmers who have participated in this program. And the E-COBSI and the SHEP are complementing each other very well to help the farmer grow their income.
We have learned many things concerning farming through E-COBSI. One, keeping of records and the marketing survey, as well as determination of seed variety and other many more things. What we have learned from there is our farmers are now raising the money from their farming. They have even sending their children to school through what they are getting from their farming.
JICA has also strengthened its commitment to fighting malnutrition and overnutrition, which significantly affect human life and health.
Following E-COBSI and SHEP approach, nutrition improvement has been addressed. Project recommends that with irrigated agriculture equals E-COBSI and SHEP, nutrition status of farmers could improve with intake of produced products and intake of new nutritious products from increase in income. Also, the project team introduced a hand-scale method called Tebakari Eyohu to disseminate a proper and healthy diet behavior. In addition, the project promoted fish ponds that use surplus water irrigation. Farmers can get not only additional income but also protein from fish ponds.
We've done a number of activities under the project. One of them was developing the hand scale. In Japanese, it's called Tebakari Eyohu. This is a method of estimating or measuring the quantity of food to eat per day. So this is actually the hand scale. And as you can see, it has got a wide variety of foods. In total, it has 6 different types of food groupings. This is what is recommended for people to consume every day. And if people eat all the foods that are here every day, the obvious benefit is that they'll be healthy.
Akale olo twalelima fe cabbage twalebika fe mumpoto nokuya mukushitisha pali nomba olo baisa koba E-COBSI baisa tusambilisha pali nutrition twaliambako okwipikako ama fritters tulebulako cabbage twabula nama carrots twashitako na tuflaulo twashitako no tuma eggs twapanga ama fritters elwakali abana balelwala sana malnutrition hospital twale ama design nomba pali no shitata tuletwala abana kuma hospital mulandi natusambirira malnutrition ififo tusambilire filenga no kwebati umuntu uli pabukulu alekwata amaka akale olotatwale ipikefi bana chifyashi balekwata ama problems ayengi limbi bapapira kufyeta limbi babachita operation mlandu wakwe bati amaka yalechepa.
From several activities, E-COBSI contributed to the irrigated area of the Zambian country. In the follow-up provinces, trained farmers developed 2,183 hectares irrigated land. Meanwhile, in new target provinces, trained farmers developed 1,146 hectares irrigated land and constructed 3 permanent weirs. In total, E-COBSI developed 3,330.2 hectares irrigated land and constructed 3 permanent weirs in 6 provinces. E-COBSI has also helped beneficiaries over the past 5 years. In the follow-up provinces, the number of beneficiaries is 24,161 people. Meanwhile, in new target provinces, the number of beneficiaries is 16,218 people. In total, the number of beneficiaries in E-COBSI is 40,379.
COBSI is a unique irrigation development approach targeting small-scale farmers in community who are majority here in Zambia. COBSI started here in Zambia in 2009, since contributing to the expansion of irrigated areas and increasing and stabilizing agricultural production. Furthermore, by addition of SHEP approach, which is market-oriented farming and nutrition improvement components, COBSI has created synergies and yielded high results. Thus, COBSI has high affinity with other development approaches, and it means that the future expansion of COBSI is expected in Zambia.
To improve the sustainability of the project activities, stakeholders in the project were optimistic about a brighter future.
The lessons we have learned from E-COBSI, if these lessons could be replicated by government and other cooperating partners in other provinces and districts with the similar geographical advantages such as wetlands and so forth, I think this country would be talking in a different language. For instance, the areas that I'm talking about in Mufurira and Kalulushi, it was dry season, but we found a crop of fresh maize standing, a crop of vegetables, very fresh vegetables. So if we could replicate this in other countries, the concept itself is very, very good, and we would want as a ministry to promote this concept across the country, because it's very easy to operate, it's inexpensive. The livelihoods of the farmers have changed significantly. There are farmers that have bought vehicles, farmers whose housing units have been improved. The people built new houses. Our wish as a ministry is to ensure that the lessons we have learned from E-COBSI do not just end in these 45 districts, but we take them up into other provinces and districts so that we replicate these lessons. And I think with that, we should be able to attain national food security in addition to the household food security, which comes with the E-COBSI concept, and of course not to mention the increased farmers' incomes and better livelihoods.